On this episode of Rock River Rails, we return to Galesburg, Illinois on June 29th for Railroad Days 2024. We were only in Galesburg for one day, so we bounced all over town to capture as much footage as possible. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our point of view during Galesburg Railroad Days 2024. We began the day at the Galesburg Amtrak station, where we checked out this year's static display, BNSF 720. The locomotive is a GE-9 sporting the classic war bonnet paint scheme. Many folks refer to these BNSF units as fake bonnets because they don't wear the Santa Fe lettering on the side of the locomotive. But either way, it was a welcome sight compared to previous year's static displays. The station offers good rail fanning with Amtrak station stops as well as freight trains. The freights mostly run on the Mendota subdivision, and you can catch drags out of the Galesburg yard like this one approaching now. The locomotive performing the drag is an EMD SD60M and will drag its train quite a ways before stopping and reverse shoving back into the yard. This is done to build trains or switch the train cars onto different tracks within the yard. With the reverse shove underway, it won't be long until we get another look at the SD60 working hard. Once the locomotive passes, take note of a prime example of what not to do on railroad property. You should never walk across railroad tracks, except for at designated crossings, but these two opted for a shortcut, an especially bad decision at a busy railroad location like Galesburg. Amtrak Midwest was next, arriving at the station. The Midwest trains don't stop for very long, but the long-haul Amtraks stop for a few minutes to allow passengers to stretch their legs or get on or off the train. This year's Railroad Days had a lot more involvement from BNSF as well as the city of Galesburg. BNSF employees are seen here setting up for a rail car wheel change that we'll check out later in the day. The city provided a trolley for free transportation to the model train show, as well as the street festival and food trucks. The grocery chain Hy-Vee even provided a grilled lunch on site at the station, so we didn't need to travel very far to grab a bite to eat. Next, we would drive ourselves over to the County Road 10 overpass to see what the Galesburg yard looks like from above. The overpass offers wide shoulders with plenty of room to park and take in the sights of the yard in a safe manner. It was recently reopened after a major construction project, and the good news for rail fans was no fence was put up to obstruct views of the action below. The Galesburg yard is a classification yard and the third largest in the BNSF railway network. Its history dates back to 1905 with the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy Railroad. The yard features numerous classification tracks for building trains, a hump yard, and a diesel shop mostly dedicated to maintaining GE locomotives. BNSF is a major employer in Galesburg with over 1,000 employees. It's been said for quite some time in Galesburg that if you don't work for the railroad, you're related to someone who does. We'll pause for a few moments to let you take in the sights and sounds of the yard.
Casey has Mac all closer. Good power. That's that dang thing.
Yeah. Where's he at?
See that single main car?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Something's going on with the ECRI wide plan. I'm not sure what's showing for you guys, but you stay short. Yeah, I got it.
We left the yard and I shot a BNSF war bonnet yard goat shoving a train without a tripod. Hang on, folks. Next, it was back to the Amtrak station to watch BNSF demonstrate a wheel change on this tank car. Step 1 is jacking the car up to remove the wheel set.
Well, maybe saying what I'm there he is. They need to put it right up here. We've got 100 tons breaking there. Yeah.
Once the car is lifted, the wheel set is rolled out and a safety block is put into place, essentially acting as a jack stand for an extra level of protection in case the jacks fail.
but it depends on whatever equipment it's hauling. And if you see a orange square in there, then you know it's hauling a hazardous material. That's going to take the place of the boat. That's why you see train traffic accidents come off. I mean, they come off so easy. Alright, look at some photo shots.
Now it's time to swap out the old with the new. Notice how rusted the new wheels are. It won't be long till they're bright and shiny from riding the rails.
Now they'd have to jump the track so we're originally just stuck Yeah, they've got those wheels chalked. You always chalk wheels. Yeah, it will pull back.
With the new wheel in place, the block is removed and the wheel set rolled back under the tank car.
Going out, man. That? Oh yeah.
Alright,
Cotter
I'm
key
gonna
does.
see when the machine comes.
Can't lift it. Put up with the knuckle up. Oh, no.
Somewhere?
Yeah. Oh, no. No, it's gravity.
Is it coming from west?
That's it.
What?
It works. It works.
Thing, I'm way out that truck.
Oh, this car's light. I bet we only probably jacked 17.
Well, if you're saying the amount of weight of the car will hold it in place.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, he just checked the tractor as well.
Because this tractor has no force.
Back on the platform, we caught a manifest, which blocked the head end of a yard drag. Once the manifest passed, we got a clear view of the yard drag shoving back to the yard. BNSF is currently using a lot of their ATSF war bonnets in yard service, extending the lifespan of these units until the day arrives for their unavoidable fate of the scrapyard. With a nice view of the war bonnet coming up, we noticed the fellow across the platform trying to desperately get our attention. He was letting us know we had another train coming in hot and to keep the camera rolling. Next, for the third year in a row, we would head over to the BNSF yard for our VIP yard tour. Our first stop was the hump yard tower, but no filming was allowed upstairs, unfortunately. We were allowed up to take a look around, but with our eyes only, which was totally understandable. We were allowed to film in the lobby, offices, and conference rooms. The BNSF Galesburg yard holds many awards and records within the company network for number of rail cars humped and trains being built. They have a little display area of the awards in the hump tower lobby. We take a final look around and then head over to the locomotive diesel shop. During our previous years on the VIP tour, we were allowed to film inside the diesel shop, but things changed this year and BNSF prohibited filming inside. Our footage would be only from the outside of the shop. If you're interested in what the inside of the shop looks like, check out some of our previous videos of Galesburg Railroad days. Outside the diesel shop, locomotives are staged, waiting for maintenance. We noticed a blue unit hiding behind the other locomotives, and once they moved, we got a decent view of an extremely rare BNSF Smurf. We were hoping for some shots of the front end, but weren't allowed in between the tracks for safety reasons.
All in the 50-12, 1
Another nice surprise was this BNSF Genset 3GS21B. It's not very often that you'll see one of these units. We caught some more action in the yard. and then would head over to Peck Park to catch some trains on the Southern Transcon.
The body of Christ.
It's just when I did the plan of safety program, I taught all the kids at schools Operation Lifesaver safety stuff. And this was one of the giveaways to give to the kids.
Peck Park is a popular location among rail fans as it provides line of sight to the over-under of the Mendota subdivision and the Southern Transcon. This time of year, the foliage is well established, but if you visit in the fall or winter, you'll get a better view of the over-under rail lines. Down on the Southern Transcon, this BNSF Z train from Los Angeles, California to Chicago races by. A westbound Z train was next, from Willow Springs, Illinois to Los Angeles. With sunset quickly approaching, our last catch would be an eastbound power move before we hit the road. We hope you enjoyed Galesburg Railroad Days from our point of view, and as always, thanks for watching.